Yeah. The frequency. Mateo. The fail is shouting from a room in Rome. Catastrophe, they say. Like it's a word they just found. But I've been reading that word in the pantry for months. The Strait of Hormuz is a knot in the world's throat, and we're the ones who can't breathe. Escucha, 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 escucha. The FAO is calling out from the headquarters in Italy. Dongyu says the math is looking cold and slippery. The Strait of Hormuz is a bottleneck, a global throat. 1/5 of the energy, the fertilizer's load. They're warning of a catastrophe, you're breaking the chain. Not just the oil, but the chemicals that feed the grain. Global agriculture is exposed to the lead, while the cost of the harvest is rising in the air. It's a warning of a hunger that the world hasn't seen, coming from the water to the dashboard screen. Es el nudo en el agua, la factura de la sal. They pull the trigger and we're the ones who feel the mile. Choke point in the ocean, choke point on the check. Every mile I drive is a hand around my neck. The earth is the victim, the sea is the cage. Writing our hunger on the billionaire's page. La cuenta de la tierra. I'm checking the app delivery to the heights, but I'm looking at the bread and I'm losing my rights. The dead mile logic is a snake in the grass when the price of the flake is a kick in the mass. $7 for the carton, paid for the loaf. All the speculators in Chicago trade a one-sided oath. I'm carrying a grocery bag that I can't afford to keep, while the boardrooms are counting the profit in their sleep. They call it geopolitics, I call it a heist, when the basic right to dinner is strategically priced. Mira, the soil is patient, the soil is deep, but the ocean is a border that we can't even keep. Security isn't a carrier guarding the shore. It's knowing the price of the eggs won't jump by the noon. It doesn't start with a bang or a missile in the air. It starts at the register in the silence of a prayer. No, es justicia, es aritmética del robo. So let's name the owners, let's talk about the prize. The ones who get a bonus when the wheat starts to rise. Vincent Clerk at Mayor's checking the Hormuz line, watching the surcharge turn into a corporate sign. Greg Foreign at Kroger, licking the plate while the Southwest family is crushed by the weight. They call it supply chain vulnerability in the news, but it's a surgical strike on the life that we choose. Hormuz is a bottleneck, but the greed is a flood, and we're done paying for the fire with our own blood. Es el nudo en el agua, la factura de la sal. They pull the trigger, and we're the ones who feel the mile. Choke point in the ocean, choke point on the check. Every mile I drive is a hand around my neck. The earth is the victim, the sea is the cage. Writing our hunger on a billionaire's page. La cuenta de la tierra. The catastrophe isn't coming, it's already on the receipt. The strait is narrow, but the robbery is wide. Mateo, certainty. Certainty.